course, you know, it's another package from Uncle Wang. A few bits that I've been waiting for the last few weeks. Almost gets me to having the bike ready, actually. So, I got the high windscreen. Don't know if I'll like it or not, but we'll see. Just be careful not to scratch it. So yeah, there's the tall windscreen. I think it's about 50 mil taller than the standard windscreen. So we'll see anyway. It's just to give a bit of added extra protection for the other item that I've bought. Which is this box of mess. And all these parts are the Uncle Wang Tower B, Rally Tower B. No instructions. Road book holder here as well. No instructions. I have a small video on the Uncle Wang website. I've emailed them if they have any instructions they can share with me. But otherwise, I'm going to have to assemble it based off of pictures and do it that way. So this is a Tower B. It's the more heavy duty of the two aluminium towers. Initially I ordered the carbon fiber one, but they quoted me kind of 8+ weeks to have it made. And I didn't really want to wait. I just ordered some simple mirrors that will just go on the bar. They come with a little bracket. So just to mount that onto the bar. Something very simple. I don't want to have any big mirrors on it. I had them before and I broke them pretty quickly. Bar risers as well. I wanted to try them. So they can go, I think it's 1 centimeter back, 2 centimeters up, or 1 centimeter forward, 2 centimeters up. So I'll give them a go. Seem to be quite a nice quality milled, CNC milled piece. So they look quite good. Obviously, there's a pair of them. That came with the fittings and additional vibration dampers as well, which is nice. So we'll see how that works. Again, I don't know if I'll like it or not that much, but with the standard bar riser, I just find I'm relatively tall. I mean, I'm not that tall, I'm 6'2", but when I'm standing up, the bars aren't high enough. So I want it to be a bit more comfortable in a standing position. So I'll try them, if not I'll get a new bar. I got a cut-off valve fuel tap for the rear tank, so I can turn off the rear tank if I want to. No. Yeah, so I got a fuel tap for the rear tank, so I can deactivate the rear tank or turn off the rear tank, isolate the rear tank if I want to. I have no idea what these are, quite honestly. I imagine there's something to do with the tower. I'll find out when I start putting it together. Now, the tower also came with, or I ordered it with, the additional lights as well. So 2 light units, yellow lights as well, so they'll kind of complement the white LED lighting that the bike comes with. The headlights are amazing on the bike, but if I get caught out in the dark during a rally, I'm sure these will be very nice. So hopefully the electrical system on the bike can run them well. We'll see. So 2 lights. I'll insert a picture of how the Rally Tower B looks when it's complete, but these will go one on top of the other inside that screen. And yeah, it seems to be a pretty high quality bit of kit. Lots of waterproof plugs and bracketry. So I think they're going to be a really nice addition if I get stuck out in the dark at all. And then last but not least, I don't really need to open it, I got the additional skid plate which goes over the stock carbon fibre one. I didn't want to take the carbon fibre one off, I quite like the carbon fibre one. So I just got that just to add a bit of extra protection for any rock damage on the underside, in case I need it. So, good little haul. This kind of completes the bike really for me. There's not much more to do to it. Maybe whip around it, see if there's any weight I can strip off of it. The last piece of the puzzle will be the Unic 4 cradle and wiring and controls, as well as the speedo cap that I'll need for doing some of the rallies. Just waiting for SAMF to confirm to me that they will use the Unic 4, and then I'll probably go ahead and buy that and get that delivered. Yeah, so I was going to go for a ride tomorrow morning, but since this turned up today, I don't think I'll go for a ride now. Instead, I'll spend my morning trying to put together this rally tower, fitting these up, and I also still have the bleed valves for the forks that I need to install that I haven't installed until now. And I also need to go back because I have the steg pegs that I bought and they didn't fit exactly how I liked. They need an additional washer or something just to space them out, and I never really got back to it, so they're still sitting in the cupboard indoors as well, waiting to go on. So yeah, I will I'll hopefully get all of that stuff and all of this stuff installed. Just double check because I didn't even open this one. That's the other one, yeah. So I'll try to get all of this stuff installed tomorrow, and yeah, probably cut to me trying to figure out how to put this mess of a rally tower together. I don't know. There might be 100 pieces, including all the nuts and bolts. I mean, God knows what this is for. USB. Okay. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know where that's going to come in use, but I'm sure I'll figure it out. So I'll sit here and see if I can loosely assemble it tonight, and then tomorrow I'll get the old one off the bike and see if I can't get it installed. Okay, so we'll start by taking stock a little bit of what we've got here. Everything's beautifully labelled. Unfortunately, my Chinese is not so good, although my phone's Chinese is pretty good. So maybe that will help a little bit. Windshield bracket, that's handy. Screen stand, okay. Baffle. Original car USB plug. That's obviously the road book holder, which I don't think I'll need because the Unic 4 bracket should take place of that. It says mobile phone holder. This one says upper and lower bracket connection gasket inside. Upper and lower brackets connection gasket external. Headlight bracket upper. Something about the USB as well. Appendix USB car holder. Headlight rectifier bracket, although it's just screws. So there's one of the main brackets, or two. One bracket. And then corresponding side. This is the main tower brackets there, on one side. And the other side, a nice etching on there, 76. I don't know if you can see that. The lighting's a bit not so great here, but 76 with the 7 as a road. And the 6 is a turbo. I don't know what brand that is. Headlight bracket lower, that one says. Frame spacer. This is just hardware. Nuts and bolts, but let's see, it says something 20 Newton meters there. Upper and lower brackets connecting screws. The main mounting brackets, and as I say, that came packaged in a different packet, but I think it's to do with this. So yeah, somehow out of these parts I will now figure out and construct a rally tower. So, welcome back to the garden workshop. It's around 8 in the morning, 8:15 in the morning, and I'm going to go ahead and try to get this Tower B installed. And there you go. That's the old tower. Okay, so at some point my camera died and I just carried on, but I got there in the end. So the rally tower is on with the roadbook holder, and it just clears the high windscreen. As I say, this is about 45 centimeters, 4.5 centimeters, 45 millimeters taller than the regular one. Which doesn't sound much, but it might just get the air going over my helmet rather than straight at the visor. All in all, quite happy with this. Definitely the trick is to keep it all loose and just tighten everything up at the end. But yeah, got there in the end. Not sure all these bungs, I guess I'll need them later, so I've just put them in kind of places to place hold them for now. They'll be there to buffer things as I mount stuff to it in the future. So you have 3 options for this top bracket. You can either have this roadbook holder, or you can have the uprights with the 2 bars going across if you want to strap things to it. What else is there? Oh, there's also like another type of plate which I think you can put like a ram mount onto. So then you've got like a varying amount of different ram mounts that you can fit. But I guess you could probably put a ram mount on there if you really wanted to. I'll stick with the roadbook holder, as it should be getting a Unit 4 set up soon. All the wiring down here. So headlamps are plugged in. There's that headlamp ballast. The only thing I did a little bit of trickery with, I don't know if that's really the place to go, but I've just put the USB down there. It's kind of out of the way. I don't use it so often anyway, but it's all plugged in. Everything's working lovely. Yeah, there you go. And yeah, ready for the Unit 4 roadbook holder and cradle and everything to be installed. I put the bar risers on, so I think these are 2 centimeters up, 1 centimeter forward, and man, it's made my cockpit. That's how I need it. 6'2". I'm not that tall, but when I'm standing, the bars were too far back and low. Now I can feel it. I haven't gone for a ride, stood up yet, but I can feel it. It's in such a nicer position for me. It's going to be much more comfortable when I'm standing now. Put these lovely little mirrors on. Quite an ingenious solution by Uncle Wang, really. All they are is just a little adjustable blind spot mirror that you're meant to stick on a car mirror as an accessory mirror. But they've made or provided this little alley bracket that replaces the thing that it clips into normally. And yeah, now you've got fully adjustable little mirrors on the inside of the controls, which look quite nice. I don't know if I'll have space for them. Yeah, there'll be space for them, but I need to make room for the roadbook controls. So I'll probably be moving this along. I might potentially need a handlebar extender, but we'll see how we go. I righted my wrong that I've been riding with for a long time and put the washers underneath the steering damper. So if you guys are fitting one of these Uncle Wang or AliExpress steering dampers, make sure you put the washers underneath, so between the steering damper and the head, because otherwise you just make a little bit of contact with the head nut. I think I'd worn it down enough that I'd clearanced it, to be honest, but anyway, made sense to put the washers on there whilst I had the bars off. And you can see now I've got, I don't know, a millimeter clearance there, which is fine. Yeah, I didn't install the lamp units, so I've still got 2 brights to go in there, just because the bracketry doesn't quite make sense. It's got to be 40 degrees by now, and I've been out here a little while, so that's going to be for another day. Anyway, I only need to take this off and run the wiring through. So that's not going to be a big job. Once I figure out the bracketry, I've sent a short video to Uncle Wang and asked them what's the rub on that. The only thing I have left is to put the additional alley under tray on there. Haven't done that yet. I need to have lunch and tend to the children. So that's it for now. And maybe I'll add a quick time lapse of me fitting the under tray a bit later on today before the upload. But yeah, good old Uncle Wang, back at it again. Rally Tower B. Really looks like a quality product. Cheers, guys.